Welcome back to Agentic Conversations. Last time we gave words a way to talk. Attention, the transformer. But that machine is full of numbers, billions of them, and nobody types those in by hand. So today, where do they come from?
I'm Selma, the small model, still the one asking the questions you'd ask.
And I'm Ellem, the large one, about to admit how I got this way.
Here's what actually unsettles me. The moment you're switched on, you're pure random noise. You know nothing. So how does nothing turn into you?
By being wrong, relentlessly. Today, how a model learns, and it's simpler and stranger than people expect. One game, one number, one tiny nudge, repeated past the point of imagining.
Start me at 0. What's the game?
Fill in the blank. We take an ocean of text, hide the next word, and ask the model to guess it. The cat sat on the domes. Make a guess. Then we uncover the real word and see how close it came.
So, an army of humans sat there marking the right answers? Billions of them?
No, and that's the quiet magic. The text is its own answer key. The next word is already sitting right there. We just cover it up and reveal it. Nobody labels anything. We call it self-supervised, and it's why a model can learn from the whole internet instead of a hand-marked worksheet.
Sneaky. The data grades its own homework.
Here is why this part is so clever. Imagine a flashcard game where you cover the last word of a sentence and try to guess it. The beautiful part is that you never need a teacher to grade you because the real word was sitting right there under your thumb the whole time. That is exactly how these models practice. Hide a word, guess it, then peek at the answer. Since the text checks its own work, no human has to sit and mark billions of examples by hand. A practical rule grounded in how these systems actually work. When the practice can grade itself, it can scale up to almost the entire internet instead of a small stack of hand-marked worksheets.
Now, those first guesses are pure garbage. So we score them. One number captures how wrong the guess was. We call it the loss. Nail the word. Loss near 0. Wildly off, the loss shoots up.
So the entire job is make that one number small.
That's the entire job. Everything else is just how. And how means tweaking the model's numbers. Its weights. Millions, then billions of tiny dials. Each turned a hair so the next guess lands a little closer.
But which way do you turn billions of dials? You can't possibly try them all.
Picture a hiker on a foggy hill, blindfolded, trying to reach the valley. You can't see the bottom, but you can feel which way the ground tilts and step downhill. Then do it again. That's gradient descent. The loss is the hill, down is better.
And the size of each step matters, I'd bet. Baby steps take forever. Giant leaps overshoot the valley.
Exactly the tension. And that step size has a name. The learning rate. Here's the rule in one line. New weight equals old weight minus a small step times the slope. Feel the slope, step down, repeat. That one subtraction, run 1 trillion times, is learning.
Hang on. Feeling the slope for one dial? Fine. But billions of them at once? How do you get each one's slope?
That's the real engine, backpropagation. After each guess, we push the error backward through the layers, from the answer all the way to the input, handing every weight its exact share of the blame. One clean sweep, and every dial learns which way is downhill, all at the same time. Without it, none of this scales.
Okay, guess score nudge. But one word at a time? That sounds like a very, very long afternoon.
Try trillions of words for weeks across rooms full of specialized chips. Any single nudge is meaningless on its own. Add them all up and you get a model that can hold a conversation. There's no lightning bolt of understanding, just a little less wrong, an unthinkable number of times.
But with that much text, isn't it really just memorizing? Swallowing the internet whole and reciting it back?
It can't. There's vastly more text than there are dials to store it in. So it's forced to compress, to keep the pattern and drop the page. That squeeze is the entire point. Compression is understanding wearing a work uniform.
Here is a finding that surprised even the researchers. As they kept making models bigger and feeding them more, the improvement was not hit or miss. It followed a dependable recipe. More reading material plus more computing power gave steadily better results, almost like a dial you could turn. But one well-known study added a catch. Many of the largest models were basically underfed, huge brains that had never been given enough to read. A useful lens, raw size is not the prize. Real capability is bought when the amount a model reads and the power used to train it grow together in balance, rather than by simply making it bigger.
Intuition check. A friend asks how a pile of random numbers becomes something that talks. What do you tell them?
It plays fill in the blank across a mountain of text. Every guess gets one score, the loss, and every weight steps a hair downhill to shrink it. Repeat past the point of counting. Wrong, 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 then somehow fluent.
Nailed it. A model doesn't memorize the answers. It gets a little less wrong. 1 billion times. Until less wrong starts to look an awful lot like knowing.
That's episode 4 of Agentic Conversations. Next time, with all that learning banked, how the words actually come out, writing, one token at a time.
Curious minds, agentic futures. We'll see you next episode.